This conference will now be recorded.
The agenda. Is there any additions to the agenda?
No. Sorry about that.
Okay, now that we're being recorded, I'll call the meeting to order. First item of business to adopt the agenda. Is there any additions or corrections?
No additions or corrections.
Get a motion?
Motion to adopt the agenda.
For a second?
I'll second that.
Been moved to second that we adopt the agenda as printed. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carries 400. Okay, next we have approved the minutes from the July 14th, 2026 regular meeting.
I move to approve the minutes from the July 14th meeting.
I'll second that.
So moved to second that we approve the minutes as printed. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carries 400. It's about time we open the public hearing now. The first item would be for the Christ Evangelical Lutheran Church boundary adjustment. Can I give a little quick synopsis?
Sure. So G Cube is the applicant, but it's their contractor. They're seeking to subdivide the land owned by the church. Currently, they own, it's actually technically 3 separate parcels, which includes the church, the parking lot, and then the school and the lot across the street. Now, the issue that they have right now is they're in the process of selling the school portion, but because it's all split up, they need to readjust the lot line. So they're basically combining some lots and then splitting it across the alley. So they will be combining their parking lot with the church and splitting it off from the east side, which will be just the school and then the parking lot, or sorry, not the parking lot, the larger lot. So basically they're combining 2 of them a piece and then combining them and splitting it across the alleyway.
Okay. Okay, we'll open the floor for comments from the public. Any comments or questions from the public?
So the only property lines that are being adjusted would be between the parking lot and the school, not any of the property lines between the housing, the lots there?
That's correct. They're not adjusting the lot lines like to expand or shrink or anything. They're basically just, it's basically just legal stuff where these are all separate parcels. And I don't know why this was done. It was done probably 50 years ago and no one ever looked at it. And they're basically just trying to combine them so they can sell it without getting into legal trouble or legal issues or make the attorneys throw a fit, basically, I guess.
And I can comment on that. So I'm president of Christ Lutheran Church.
What's
What
your
it
name?
was.
What's your
is
name?
that, Mitch Aaron.
Okay.
Yep. The church and the school were one tax ID. And then the parking lot was a different one. And then the playgrounds were different ones. And that's what had all the residential lots that were, But what's happening here was that the parking lot and the church on the west side of the alley, that's going to be one parcel ID. And then the school and the playground portion, or that grassy area, that's its own deal. So there would be two instead of there being four. Is that accurate?
Yes, that's,
Anything east of the alleyway.
Anything east of the alleyway, because that's what we're working on getting sold.
Thank you.
And that was clarified in the letter. Thank you.
Yep.
What is it you want done with playground?
So it's all going to be one parcel, and that is up to buyers. The buyer's intent is, say, homeschool King's Academy. So I can't speak to their intent with it, but
So they will need the playground.
it
To be part of the school for recess.
I would assume so, but I don't know for sure. But it's all one, it's all gonna be one legal piece. So if they wanted to start doing stuff with it, they would have to split it all up again.
yeah, if they were gonna ever do anything different, we would get plans for it.
When this process all began, I contacted the Rochester Realtor and members of the congregation that if they would ever be willing to separate the grade school from the playground, I'd be more than happy to purchase the playground. But I have no use for a grade school. And, but if the new entity that's purchasing this is going to retain the playground for the school, I've got no problem with that. But if it's their desire to divide that up for development, I would just assume outbid whoever that buyer is and retain that as a green space.
Yeah, we don't have any plans or anything. The only thing we've had contact for is just to do the combination of lots here, so.
And if that was the case, right, they would all hear about it. They go
Yes.
through this whole process
Yep.
again.
You would get public notices about that, and if there was any development or plats or whatnot, it would all be sent out, just like you got for this one too, so.
What was your name for the record?
I've got Dr. Larson's old house.
Okay. So that,
Christy Ambrose.
okay,
We got the
Thank you.
double lot.
Yeah.
Right behind the playground.
yeah, okay, thank you. Any other comments? Okay, then we'll call the public hearing to be closed and open it up for comments and questions from the board.
It's not a replating.
It's just a boundary adjustment because they own all of the pieces, correct?
Yes, it's basically just a subdivision, or minor subdivision, basically, so not for housing or anything like that. It's just, that's the mechanism we have in order to do this for the county. So we have to give the approval before the county can accept anything.
Any other comments or questions? Someone want to make a motion, recommendation?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, it's been moved that we recommend approval of this subdivision. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we recommend to the council approval of this subdivision. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carries 4-0-0. Thank you. Okay, we'll open the public hearing now for the Our Saviors Church minor subdivision. Give us a brief summary then, please, Miles.
Sure. So Our Saviors Church is seeking to purchase some land from their neighbor Lloyd Johnson. They've completed a purchase agreement and they are just seeking to incorporate this new territory into their existing parcel. So I've attached the survey that they've done, which kind of shows, basically, they're just expanding the shape that they have now. And Rick is here tonight if he wants to add on anything to what I say as well, but that's kind of the basic outline for what we have. Just basically doing the subdivision to incorporate the new land that they're purchasing into they currently own.
Okay. We will open the floor for public comments. Do you have something, Rick, you want to say? Or?
Just that we're looking to purchase this land from Mr. Johnson. There's wetlands involved and we're hoping to increase our parking lot. That's why it's such a jagged lot line. We're trying to follow the wetlands. And Mr. Johnson has requested as much privacy as we can get about this land purchase. So that's why it's kind of a convoluted property line.
So you're planning to keep a buffer there,
Yes.
wooded buffer?
Yep. We're looking for parking and some additional green space.
How much land does this involve?
1 acre.
In the sketch here, you can see that. You said one add on.
I see.
And so you're hoping then to decrease the amount of parking along West Avenue?
That's what we're hoping for. You know, it's a city street, people can park there if they want, but
Yep.
we're going to encourage parking in the park.
I only ask because my friend has a lot before, and so.
Yeah, it's,
Not your fault.
Yeah.
Not your fault, we can't speak to the people, yeah.
but, you know, I'm sure the church would be willing for some parking signs. That block driveway here.
Let's just see how it goes.
Yeah, okay.
Is there any other comments from the public on the proposal? If not, I'll call the public hearing closed and open it up to the board for comments and questions.
So you mentioned the wetlands at a 1 acre parcel or a combined parcel that's larger than 1 acre, storm management will be required. Have you started to explore what you're going to need for that as well?
I can't speak to that. That's the first I've heard of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said larger than 1 acre?
Yeah,
Why is 1 acre?
well, if they combine them, it'll be larger than 1 acre, and so a stormwater management plan will be required, I believe.
Updating, because I think they did one when they did all the.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll be a larger plot, and you'll have to have stormwater management, meaning if you pave it all, I'm not an engineer, but I know how this works with cities. The discharge that goes off of your land has to be either retained or detained. So you might need a storm water retention area or something along those lines if your impervious surface is greater than an acre. So just something to keep in mind as you're going through your planning on that. You might not be able to pave it all, but if you're looking at a buffer, that might be able to be the place that you can do that.
I just have a comment. Actually, I was on the church council when this all started, and there was a civil engineer involved and also the city engineer was involved. So
Good.
I think that's been discussed. I
Okay.
lost track of it when I got off. But there was discussion about that back then. So
Yeah.
it is on the radar. So we
Yeah.
should-
Yeah, it's just something to make sure you're looking at. I know in other areas of town, at least when I was on that side of town, a business had expanded and increased a whole lot of impervious, meaning paved surfaces. And there was, yeah, there you go, issues with the stormwater, right? So
That's a
just,
good catch.
yeah,
Thank
just
you.
make sure you're
Yeah.
looking into that.
Any other comments or questions? Should we make a recommendation then?
I will make a motion to be in favor of the minor subdivision
Is there-
request.
Is there a second?
Second that.
Okay, it's been moved and second that we recommend this for the council approval. Is there, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion carries 400. Thank you. Okay, is there any old business? Nothing,
I have nothing.
okay, that's easy. Any new business anyone wants to bring forward?
Thank you.
And if there's nothing else, the appropriate for a meeting adjournment. Someone wants to make a motion? Yeah, we haven't
To
heard.
adjourn, make motion to adjourn.
Move, is there a second?
I'll second
There are
that.
seconds. All those in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion carries 400. Early supper tonight. That's okay. I get a haircut at 8, so I gotta. And I won't be influenced by the chatter at the barber shop. All right, well, that's quick.
Yeah. Public hearing.